from Debbie Debonair here in Manchester in the UK. This is actually our second attempt. Unfortunately, only 16 seconds of our last hangout actually recorded. So I'm doing it again for those of you who missed it, and the fact that it's only 16 seconds long. So tonight what we're going to be talking about is internet real estate. Now we're going to come from the angle that you've already got your target market, you've already done all your research, so you know exactly what your target market is. So if we talk about real estate, let's talk about McDonald's. We all know McDonald's, and you know, McDonald's is everywhere. It's on every corner of every city, right across in every country, right across the world, and more. So how can you get your real estate into every corner of the internet world? And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So to start off with, what is real estate? What is internet real estate? Simply put, it's all about your content. The more content you have, the more you'll receive. So what you've got to remember is content comes in lots of different guises. It can be a blog post, it can be a podcast, it can be documents, it can be on websites, videos, audios, pictures. What you really need to do is find out where your own target market hangs out. Once you've established that, then you need to create content that respects that. So, for instance, if your target market's not going to be on Pinterest, then why put pictures on to do with your target market? You know, so you really need to understand exactly where your target market's going to be on the internet, so that you can then focus your content to where your target market's going to be. So what you need to do to move forward is get a little bit clever. And what I mean by that is you need to repurpose and syndicate one piece of content. So how are you going to do that? Well, let's for instance take a blog post. With that blog post, if you you can syndicate it and repurpose it by embedding a video into it, putting pictures into it, as well as actually writing the post itself. So what is that going to do for you? Quite a lot, believe it or not. For instance, take the blog itself as a whole. You can, once the blog's finished and you've published it, you can, especially with the Kalatu blog, across the blog, there are icons of social media that you can send it to. So there's Facebook, there's Twitter, there's Google, there's Pinterest, and any other icons that you've actually attached to your Kalatu blog. So by doing that, you're actually hitting quite a lot of the different platforms all at once, just by being in your blog. And then what you can then do is look at your blog first. So your blog, post it on Facebook, but you don't necessarily just have to post it on your timeline or on your newsfeed. Why don't you post it into relevant groups that your target market would be prone to access? I think a lot of people forget about posting their blogs in groups. They put it onto the feed, put it onto their timeline or their page, and that's it. You're missing a massive, massive market if you don't look at the groups that your target market actually fits into and posting your blog on there. So what you're doing is you're actually giving them value by posting them in those groups. So as well as Facebook, you've got, as I said earlier, Twitter. Don't forget Pingler. You've got HubPost. There are lots and lots of platforms out there, okay, which I'll go into in further detail in a moment. So you now look at your blog and repurpose sections of your blog, syndicate sections of your blog. So in your blog, you have a video. Now, whether that's a video you've made yourself or it's a video you've uploaded from YouTube, whatever, it can then be uploaded again, but connected to you. For instance, you can upload it to Vimeo, you can upload it to Wistia. You know, if it is a video that you've created yourself, you can put it on YouTube and other video platforms. Going back to your blog, you can put your blog on other social media platforms. You know, so there's massive scope out there. So you've got your video. In your video, you'll have an audio. Take that audio, create a podcast, post it on Podbean, SoundCloud, and all other audio platforms that your target market will be liable to go on. Okay. Then you've got your pictures. So what can you do with your pictures? Pinterest, Instagram. Now what Instagram does for you, it gives you other places you can share it on, like Tumblr, for instance, Flickr. Don't miss out the opportunities. And don't forget, you know, when you're posting your content, make sure it relates back to yourself. Otherwise, you know, people don't know where it's come from, or you've got no connection with it for your target market. Now, you've actually got, or we have all got, a huge, huge world at the end of our fingertips. And what we need to do is get these fingertips working. Don't forget that you can repurpose your blog onto your email lists. And also, don't forget your personal lists. You give a lot of value in your blog. That value could actually be of value to somebody in your personal list as well. So don't miss them out. That's a huge gap if you do. So you'll need to do some homework. And what I mean by that is you will need to establish what platforms are out there. So what blogging platforms are out there, social media platforms are out there, video platforms that are out there, picture platforms that are out there, audio platforms that are out there. It's exhausting. You may not have the time. So what is available to you is a free ebook with an internet real estate portfolio that I've put together with a lot of the platforms that are out there. Now, obviously, all the platforms won't be suitable for everybody. So if you want to take up on the ebook, just fill in your details on the link below and we can send it to you. But then what you'll need to do, you will have to do a little bit of homework, and what you'll need to do is look at that portfolio and see what platforms are appropriate to your target market, because there's no point you posting to everybody, because if you post to everybody, you're not focused, so you may as well not, you could be finding that you're not posting to anybody. Don't post to everybody. What I mean is, don't post on every single platform, because there'll be platforms out there that isn't suitable to your target market. So by posting to everybody, to every platform, you're actually posting to nobody. You need to be focused. And by focusing on your target market, you will, one, reduce the time you spend, but two, only hit those people who will be interested in what you actually have to offer. So to move further on, you need to understand the what of real estate. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is your content, okay, should be teaching your target market what their need is. Okay. Now, once you've found the need and you've taught them the need, that they have a need, then what you can then do is you can then send them to your how funnel. And your how funnel is where you get your leads, where you generate your leads, and your leads become sign-ups. So you teach the what and you send them to the how funnel. Okay, that's a little tip that I got from Cassandra Lee when I listened to her Inner Circle audio. And I thought it was a really good tip that we teach the what and send them to the how funnel. So really what you need to be doing now is, you've got your content, you've got your real estate, you want to get it to every corner of the world. So what do you need to do? You need to give your target market massive value. And to give your target market massive value, you have to take massive action. By taking massive action, you will find yourself in every corner of the internet. And you will find your real estate in every corner of the internet that your target market will be. You need to get the most out of your real estate. So if you don't have time, if you don't have a lot of time, if you only have 2 hours a day, use the 2 hours wisely. So take up the offer of the free ebook on the internet real estate portfolio. It will just give you some time that you may not have to actually do the research to find all the platforms, and then you can spend your time then repurposing and syndicating your content. We need to remember that not everybody has got 24/7. So we have to use our time wisely, prioritize, and make sure we get to every single person out there that would be interested in what we have to offer. So in simple terms, what you need to go away and do is, 1, create your content. 2, promote your content to every single appropriate platform. Then don't forget to send it to your email lists. Your whole purpose of looking at your internet real estate, creating your internet real estate, is to get you virtually seen in every single corner of the internet world. Every single corner where your target market will be. That way you are not missing any opportunities. If you have any questions, please get in touch. You will find me, email me at debbiemcintosh50@gmail.com. You'll find me on Skype under Debonair Wellness. You can find me on Facebook under Debbie McIntosh. Please connect, and if you want any more information about the internet real estate, because what we have to remember is some people are just starting off. Some people don't know what to do about content, don't know where to find the content, don't know where to start. We have some people who have, been creating content for a few months, and we've got people who've been creating content for years. But the creating of the content isn't enough. It's what you do with the content that's the important part. Where you send it, what platforms you put it on, so that you can be seen everywhere. The more content, the more you're seen. Now, it doesn't have to be a blog every time. It can just be a video. But remember, there's not just YouTube, and there's not just Vimo, and there's not just Wistia. Don't sell yourself short. It may be a video of pictures. It may be a PowerPoint. All of your videos will have an audio. So please then use the podcast. Send it to Podbean. Send it to SoundCloud. Don't miss out on every single opportunity that's open to you to get yourself seen around the internet world. So thank you very much for being here with me this evening, and I hope you have got lots of value from what we've talked about this evening. And as I say, if you want to take advantage of the free ebook, then please click on the link below the video, and we'll be happy to send it to you. If you have any questions, again, I'll just repeat: email debbiemcintosh50@gmail.com. You can get me on Skype under Debonair Wellness, and you can connect with me on Facebook under Debbie McIntosh. Lovely to be here with you this evening, and I hope to see you all again very soon. And goodbye for now, and we'll see you at the top. Bye for now.